In a world of magic and wonder, there lived a young boy named Leo. Leo was a curious and imaginative 9-year-old who loved music more than anything else. He had always been fascinated by the sounds and rhythms that filled the air around him. One day, as Leo walked through the bustling streets of his town, he stumbled upon a mysterious music store. The store was filled with all sorts of musical instruments. Leo's eyes widened with excitement as he explored the shelves, admiring the guitars, pianos, and drums. But what caught his attention the most was a small red panda sitting on a shelf, playing a tiny saxophone. Leo was mesmerized by the beautiful melodies that flowed from the little creature's instrument. Leo knew he had to learn how to play jazz. He rushed home and begged his parents to sign him up for music lessons. They were delighted by his enthusiasm and immediately agreed. Leo's teacher, Mr. Davis, was a kind and talented jazz musician who saw the spark in Leo's eyes. Under Mr. Davis's guidance, Leo learned about the history of jazz and the different instruments used in this genre. He practiced day and night, honing his skills on the piano and saxophone. Leo's passion for jazz grew with each passing day, and he dreamed of composing his own jazzy soundtrack for a school project. The day of the school project arrived, and Leo was nervous but excited. He had spent countless hours composing his jazzy soundtrack, and he couldn't wait to share it with his classmates. As Leo played his music, the room filled with toe-tapping rhythms and catchy melodies. His classmates were amazed by his talent and couldn't help but dance along. However, not everyone was as thrilled as Leo's classmates. The school principal, Mrs. Jenkins, was known for her strict rules and dislike for anything out of the ordinary. She stormed into the classroom, demanding to know what was causing all the commotion. When she saw Leo playing his jazzy music, her face turned red with anger. "Music like this has no place in our school," she exclaimed. "It's too loud and disruptive." Leo's heart sank, and he felt tears welling up in his eyes. He couldn't understand why someone would want to take away something that brought so much joy to others. But just as Leo was about to give up, Samuel, the red panda from the music store, appeared on his shoulder. "Leo, don't let Mrs. Jenkins discourage you," Samuel whispered. "Your music has the power to bring people together and make them feel alive. Keep playing, no matter what." Inspired by Samuel's words, Leo took a deep breath and continued playing. The room filled with a renewed energy, and even Mrs. Jenkins found herself tapping her foot to the beat. By the end of the performance, everyone was clapping and cheering for Leo's jazzy masterpiece. Mrs. Jenkins realized the impact that Leo's music had on the students and the joy it brought to their lives. She approached Leo with a smile on her face and said, "I may not understand jazz, but I can see how much it means to you and your classmates. From now on, we'll have a jazz club in our school, and you'll be its leader." Leo couldn't believe his ears. He had turned a moment of conflict into an opportunity to share his passion with others. With Samuel by his side, Leo led the jazz club, spreading the joy of music throughout the school. As the years went by, Leo and Samuel continued to play jazz together, creating beautiful music that touched the hearts of everyone who heard it. Their jazzy adventures took them to different cities and even on a world tour, where they shared their love for jazz with people from all walks of life. Leo and Samuel's jazzy adventure had begun with a simple visit to a music store, but it had transformed their lives in ways they could have never imagined. Through the power of music, they had brought people together, overcome obstacles, and created a world